I'm Mark Doty. This is the Casio Casiotone 405. I don't know which one you would say. I don't know which one I would say. I would say one of those. And it is an electronic musical instrument. What we're going to talk about in this video is, more like demonstrate the tone section, which is the preset, the sound preset section. And I'm going to run through these presets so you get a sense of how they sound. I am not going to engage in the modulation or effect. I'll do that in further videos so you can get a sense of what these things do to these sounds. But for this video, we're just going to talk about these. I'm counting very quickly. 20. Most people could just see that right away, Mark. Oh, well, thanks for telling me. The 20 sounds that we have available on the Casiotone 405. I should say 0, shouldn't I? Would you say 0? 405? 405? I don't know. This particular keyboard. How about that? Okay, so we're going to start off with organ. Now, there's a weird architecture here. This is such a strange way of doing things, but they have taken the buttons, and when you press the button, it is the sound that is on the button. And then the select button isn't a button, it's a switch. And when it's engaged, now you're just you're on the outer printed functions. So like these sounds that are printed not on the button are the sounds. It's really confusing, and it's hard to tell necessarily what you're on unless you really think about it. But actually, I'm sure there's someone. No, it's not hard for me. That's okay. Anyway, it's a weird kind of awkward architecture, but it works. So I'm going to start with the button marked sounds, and the first one of those is organ. There's some sort of modulation going on there that's maybe pulse width modulation of some sort. I'm going to guess, I don't know for sure, that we're primarily probably working with square waves with this, but I'm not sure. Anyway, it is digital, so who knows what computer magic is creating these tones. Anyhow, that's the organ. Let's move on to the flute. Okay, that's the flute. Let us move on to the trumpet. I should be clear that this is, I'm not pulling a trick on you. This is actually the Casiotone 405 that's making the sound and not a real trumpet. Yeah, so if maybe you thought I was pulling something on you, no, it's this. That was sarcasm. It's really quite a nice sound. I really do wonder what the synthesis type is. Okay, let's move on to the oboe. This might, with this, since it's sort of soft on realism, you could also use this as a bassoon kind of. For all those polyphonic oboe parts that you undoubtedly constantly need. It's actually a really nice timbre. I know I'm mocking it. It does sound oboe-like for sure, but it's also just a kind of cool mid-rangey timbre. We so often, are looking for that big, fat, low-pass sound and everything. But here is an opportunity for, a really sort of beautiful, mid-rangey, band-passy sort of sound. And now, the violin. Played down in this octave, it's obviously a viola. I gotta say, perhaps I hope I don't sound. I do not intend to sound critical, but as the sounds go, that one's possibly a little less realistic than the oboe. Okay, let's move on to the piano. It's actually kind of a nice, obviously you can see why it's trying to be a piano, the way that it's pretending to be a piano, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it's maybe not so much piano, but it's a great sound, and like if I were to use this live, I would undoubtedly use this as kind of a maybe Wurlitzer-esque sort of electric piano sound. A little dark for that, but whatever. It's pretty. Okay, let us now go on to the harpsichord. It's not terrible. with the aid of something that sounds like something you would play on a harpsichord. Sort of makes the illusion more real. But yeah, it's a decent. I've heard worse sampled harpsichords, to be honest. Ooh, it almost sounds organy when you do that. Which makes it perfect for Baroque era music. You could do both the organ and the harpsichord simultaneously in one timbre. And at least there's that. Like some of these sounds, if you hold them, they will continue. Oh, we should go back and check that on piano. How long will it hold? Yeah, that fades away. That's nice. And the harpsichord, which is a plucked instrument without sustain, so it's a little more... That's at least fair. I've heard plenty of sampled harpsichords that you can hold it and the sound continues for an unreasonable amount of time. So that's nice.